What up, everybody? It's me, Bitchy, here back giving you another show. Ciao, here back, finally, with the once and for all final video of 2020. Ciao. If you're watching this video right now, that means you've made it to the end of 2020, or at least until about 6 or 7 p.m. on December 31st, 2020. To say that this has been a crazy ass year is being nice about it, bitch. Being PC about it. A lot of people are like, what does PC mean? I never knew. Politically correct, Charles. Being politically correct about it to say that this has been a crazy year. Bitch, this has been a crazy ass motherfucking year is what I want to say is how we all feel. Um, from the start, child, of losing Kobe in January to me personally being laid off from my job to the pandemic of this goddamn COVID-19 hitting us in the chest like Ike hit Tina and like bitch like Lori Harvey hit that car and got away with it because we didn't hear nothing else about that hit and run that Lori Harvey had. I guess being Steve Harvey's stepdaughter has its privileges, okay? Shade but no shade. But in this crazy year, I've actually had a year of reflection, a year of self-love, of self-improvement, of just self. I really tried to focus this year on myself, on making myself better mentally, dealing with my mental health as far as my anxiety, my depression, my self-esteem, my low self-esteem that I deal with sometimes, my sense of loneliness, just my sense of self and where I belong in this world and where I belong in this, crazy ass world. So with this final video, I wanted to do my 10 most interesting people in LA. I have had the privilege of meeting a lot of people here in LA over my last 4 years. So I want to give my top 10 list and just give a reason why, I'm picking these people. So let's go ahead and start with my number 10, who I'm going to go with Bernard. And Bernard was my manager at Z Pizza in West Hollywood. If you watched the previous videos and you know the first week that I got here to LA, I got the job at West Hollywood and met Bernard. He's this island guy from like Trinidad and Tobago, child. Super nice man, island. He was super sassy, just tell it like it is type shit. Older, more wisdom, more knowledge. He helped me with so much knowledge about myself, about living in LA, dealing with people in West Hollywood and shit like that. So he's my number 10 and my most interesting people. Coming in at number 9, I want to go ahead and get these people out of the way. I'm not going to say everyone's name because I don't want to open myself up to slander charges and libel suits. So, and coming in at number 9, we have 2 people. The first is China, and then the second is Miss Parker's daughter. And, for those purposes, I do need to use nicknames because I don't want to get sued, like I said. And with China, I just felt like I tried to give China a chance, but I felt like with her, she just basically like to tell everything that I said. If I said something on Twitter that was a subtweet, which maybe not even would have been who she thought it was about, she would literally go to people and be like, bitch, he's talking about you on Twitter. And, oh, hey, is he talking about us on Twitter? Like, why are you Investor Gadget, bitch? That's why I'm like, I can't trust her because I feel like now everything I say is something that she's taking back to her other group of friends who I love. One of them I love. And her friend, Miss Parker's daughter, I'm just like, why did you all of a sudden become this shady ass bitch saying these little subtweets on Twitter about, people who, y'all need to stop tweeting about what y'all going through. I'm sick of seeing people tweeting about what they going through. Like, don't follow me, bitch. My Twitter is for me to tweet about and for me to say things that I feel and I'm thinking about. So don't follow me in that case, bitch. But that's okay because those 2 people are no longer in my life. They don't matter. So China, rest in peace because we know where you are, 6 feet in the grave. And Miss Parker's daughter, we see where you are too, which is enticing people and just being a whore. So, next, I want to go to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Sakara. I really enjoy Sakara. Me and her were really good friends. I hate that we just fell out the way we fell out, but I actually fully understand why we both fell out the way we fell out. Is because we were both dealing with depression, both dealing with anxiety, both dealing with trauma, major shit on our back. So it was probably best that we just took time apart. I enjoyed our friendship. We would go out DTLA. We went to like Boys Town, not Boys Town, but WeHo. And I just connected with her on a spiritual level. We were able to talk about things. I felt like I could tell her shit and it wasn't going to go back to people like with China. If I told her something, it wasn't like, girl, guess what he said this time? Like, I just don't feel like I like people like that. So it's whatever. I don't care. Miss her and I still care about her and I valued our friendship. We always had fun, me, her, and Gio. She came to Big Bear. She was just a part of everything, a lot of shit that I did. So shout out to her coming in at number 8. Number 7 is going to go to Nehemiah. Anybody who really knows me and knows my feelings and my thoughts and my true feelings knows that Nehemiah is probably should be higher on the list, but for reasons because other people I have to make room. But he's literally should be probably at number 1, tied at number 1 for my most favorite people that I've met in LA. He was a huge reason why I broke out of depression. Yes, I'm high. I took an edible too, y'all. So New Year's Eve, I'm trying to get ready. I'm finna go, I'm finna go out and just socially distance with my bestie, just us two shit, somewhere where nobody else is at shit. So he was a large reason of why I got out of depression. He helped me get out of my shell. Like, I did not like going out before I was hanging out with Nehemiah. I would literally go to work and go home. I might hang out with like Adriana and Brendan and them. And like Barnesy and them like that, but it was never like going out, being social and being just out like I was when I went out with him. He's a large reason, the reason why I like to go out now. He pushed me off that ledge. You know how like you're trying to get somebody to learn how to swim and they're scared and it's like, okay, bitch, go in. And then they don't have no reason but to learn no other choice but to learn how to swim. That's how I look at Nehemiah. So for those reasons, he came in at number 7. Coming in at number 6. Wait. No, wait. Oh, yeah. Coming in at number 6. Sorry, y'all. Blinked out there. Is Grammy family, child. So, Savasia, Amanda, Kai, and Jakari. I call them Grammy family because we went out Grammy weekend thinking we was finna get into some clubs and some parties, and bitch, they was like, boop boop. Who are you? Daryl, Jakari, Barnesy? We looking for Keisha Cole and them. We looking for Love and Hip Hop stars. So y'all going over that's waiting line for 2 hours. And it just was a whole funny ass story. So that's why we call each other Grammy family. They are a large part of why I made it through 2020. I literally only hung out with them this year. Sorry, y'all, I gotta readjust because my ass hurts. They were a large reason why I made it through 2020. They were literally the only people who I hung out with this year because of the pandemic. We just kept it to ourselves, our little group of people, and so I love them. They're the reason. They're one of the things that I'm gonna miss the most about living here. One of the reasons why I'm so sad to move on Saturday because when the pandemic is not happening, I'm like, y'all want to come eat? Okay, everybody's in their 20. I cook up a whole meal. We got drinks, food, stuff like that. We eat, we have fun, we smoke, we go to the beach. It's just like family. That's why I call them family. They're not even friends. They are family to me. So love y'all, and yeah. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is my sis, Adriana. I absolutely love Adriana. Adriana is one of my best friends and one of my best friends here while living in LA. I absolutely love her. One of my favorite memories of her was like one of the first days that we just hung out, us two. We went to Santa Monica Pier, stood on the pier and just talked for hours about getting ready to turn 30, and then just went and sat on the beach and sat and talked for hours about getting ready to turn 30, relationships, friendships, boundaries, crushes, stuff like that. And I just will forever hold her close to my heart because she was somebody who I could also lean on, just like Sakara. Like, girl, guess what? Like, today I'm over it today, girl. Like, you want to go for a quick walk and hit this pen real quick, girl? Like, she was just one of my rocks. So, love you, Adriana. And for that reason, Adriana comes in at number 5. Oh, no, wait. Okay, 4 is when Adriana comes in, number 4. Number 3, Plenty. Child, Curtis Plenty Rose. I remember. I'm talking to my friend. I'm talking to my friend. I need my charger, child. My computer finna die. Thank you. So I gotta put this charge in for the computer die, y'all. Okay, hurry up. I'm doing good on time. So, Plenty. I never thought that me and Plenty was gonna be friends, y'all. I'm like, this is me. I never talked to straight men for a while. I was just like, I'm gonna stay away from straight men because they're toxic, they're homophobic, they hate gays for no reason. If they're ugly, and they always think a gay person wants them, even if they look a mess. I'm like, bitch, don't nobody want you. Like, so I would stay away from straight men for that reason. He was one of the first straight men who made it easy for me to talk to and be friends with. He cares about me basically as his brother. Like, he's taken me to the side and like talked to me on like very deep and like meaningful levels. So I really fuck with him on that level. He's one of the nicest people, most hardworking motherfucker in the room, first in, last out type motherfucker, type beat as Barnesy would say. Such a good guy, man. Just such a fucking good guy. And that's why he comes in at number 3, just for being like one of the. He just will always stick with me as in my story here of living in LA over the last couple years. Number 2. So number 2 is Brendan. And Brendan, I have talked about him in previous videos. Go ahead and watch and try to clock that tease. I mean, whatever. But I really, with me, I cared about Brendan, the final chapter and the closing of that whole thing. I just cared about him way too much. But it was for a reason. He was such a good person. He was funny, charismatic, nice, motivational. Like, literally, when we would go to the gym and that whole story, I mean, I set that all up because I'm like, I want to hang out with him more other than just at work talking for like 10 minutes. So why not get a little buddy pass and like come to the gym? So he would just motivate me to do shit. Like, I would be like, I can't do it. He's like, yes, you can do it. I'll wait for you to do it. Like, very motivational, very like, he would just push me in a way that wasn't asshole-ish, even though he did have his like asshole-ish Leo ways, but he's a Leo, so I just blame it on a million Leos, y'all. Astrologers blame it on Leos. But he was just a good man. He was a good friend. Like I said, doing the podcast, we had fun. If there was ever any weirdness, it was all because of me, because of my feelings that I couldn't get out of the way. I mean, he looks the way he looks, and he just his character is just his character. So he couldn't help it that I liked him more than a friend, and that wasn't his fault. That was my fault. Shit. But he was a good man. That's why he comes in at number 2, because I just will always remember him as somebody that I remember in LA. Last and not least, of course, there's so many other people, but coming in at number 1 for me and my most interesting people while living in LA is Barnesy. Barnesy, like Plenty, is one of those straight men who made it so easy to be friends with. He cares about me as his brother. He's interested in my craft. He pushes me to, do that. Supports me with that. Even if he doesn't like it, he can be like, bitch, them videos dumb as fuck. But he gonna pretend like they funny. That's all I ask for motherfuckers to do is pretend, Pretend like the shit is funny. Even if you don't like it, just be like, bro, that video was funny as fuck. When you did that shit where you flipped over, I'm like, I flipped over. I'm like, thank you. Even if I didn't flip over, I'm gonna still say thank you. We just have very similar lifestyles as like brothers, uncles, friends, sons. He's just the best person that I know. That's why he comes in at number 1. I've never seen him angry except for the night that we went out for the Grammy night. Maybe one other night, but never seen him angry, never seen him mean. He's always willing to help people. Ally to the gays. If somebody fucks with the gays, he's going to whoop ass. He's going to be the same. He's going to take his hoop earrings off and be like, bitch, wait, who asked we finna whoop? That kind of friend. So Barnesy comes in at number 1, and I hope I got to get that all off my chest. I wanted to get it under 15 minutes. But yeah, that is my most interesting people list and the last video of 2020, batch. I will be posting the moving video. We're moving Saturday. Empty apartment tours coming. Setup, unpacking, packing, vlog coming soon. Follow me on all my social medias, and thank you for a good 2020, y'all. I don't care how many views I got this year. I'm happy that I was able to share my creativeness with you, and I hope that you got some laughs out of it. And let's go harder in 2021, bitch, okay? Oh, deuces. Say bye to my best friend. Deuces.